Hi, my name is Josh Cameron. My Pacific Islands presentation for the Micronesia unit was on the Northern Mariana Islands. The Northern Mariana Islands were settled between 1500 to 1400 BCE by migrants from the Philippines. They were possessed by the Spanish when obviously all of the Western discovery was happening. They were discovered by Magellan in 1521, or I guess rediscovered, and then possessed by the Spanish from there. They went through a few different countries' possession, including Germany, but then the Japanese took over the islands from Germany during World War I, used them for military purposes in World War II after they had attacked the United States, obviously during the Pearl Harbor attacks. But they became kind of a strategic point of interest during World War II, which made them a priority for the United States to try to take over and basically control. So the United States then invaded the islands in 1944, and then post World War II, they were awarded, I believe, by the United Nations to the United States as a trustee. They decided in 1972, the islands decided not to pursue independence from the United States, and then officially became a territory of the U.S. in 1975. Now, the islands are not big at all. There are only 184 square miles between the, I believe, 10 islands that there are in the Northern Mariana Islands, which is only about 12% of the size of Rhode Island. And as we know, Rhode Island is by far the smallest state in the United States. So for context, these islands are very, very small. So definitely something that is worth keeping in mind there. They only have a population of about 58,000 people as of today. And then the capital is Saipan, where over 43,000 of those 58,000 residents live. So definitely not a very big place, both geographically in terms of how much space there is, but also a pretty small population, and a lot of their economy is brought in, therefore, because of tourism. It's a small place, but it's a very beautiful place with a really tropical, popular climate that is very, 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 very good for tourism. Brings a lot of people to visit each year. It's a very beautiful place as well. And then obviously they rely heavily on tourism for much of their economic success. About half of their workforce is involved in some capacity in the tourism industry, which is a very, very large percentage of their GDP. They also have other economic things. I mean, the main other thing would be agriculture. Agriculture makes up a little bit of their GDP, not a gigantic portion, but they have some cattle ranches and stuff. Production of coconuts, breadfruit, tomatoes, and melons for trade are probably their main exports, I would say, between cattle and those fruits and vegetables, I guess, that they are able to produce in agriculture. So that makes up a small part of their economy as well. So it's not just tourism, but it honestly mostly is tourism in the Northern Mariana Islands, and that's something that we can talk about more. I think diving and water sports are very, very popular in the Northern Mariana Islands. They're just a really, really popular place to go for a vacation, kind of similar to like somebody would go to Cancun or the Bahamas or Hawaii. The Northern Mariana Islands are another kind of alternate option for that type of travel. So I actually do have a video to show on the Northern Mariana Islands and tourism there that I want to play here, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So let's just play this video real quickly. And yeah, I'll be quiet now.
Half a day in Tyrol, it's like saying aloha. We use that as our way to say this is who we are, and we're excited that you're here. We're about 3 hours away from Japan, and we're on the North Pacific, right above the equator. You will see the Chamorro culture, and then you see also the Carolina culture. When you get to Saipan, pretty much it is the main capital of the Commonwealth of the Northern Islands. The grotto was considered one of the best places for diving. It opens up to outside where you're looking at all these cliffs. I always recommend that you gotta go see our Manigaha because it's a conservation area. So when you're swimming there in Manigaha, you think you'll be in the aquarium. If you want to visit historical, then you gotta go visit the World War II sites. These are the invasion beaches. There is the World War II snorkeling tour. You will see sticking out of the water 3 Sherman tanks. We also have beautiful coral gardens to just swim over all these corals. Ina's kitchen. Young Chamorro chef that's fusioning our own local cuisine. One of my favorite there is the titizas with fish. It looks like a taco. When you want really quiet, then you gotta go to Luta. Very serene. The features of each island, Rora, Tini, and Saipan, have a different flavor and taste and sights of it. We want our guests to learn about our culture and also our language, so you can share the Hafidi spirit when we're together.
All right, so as y'all can see there, the Northern Mariana Islands, number one, very, very beautiful place. I mean, I'll see a couple pictures in this slideshow as well. But it's a place that, I mean, like I said, diving is very prevalent there. But y'all can just see from those images, they talked about the swimming off of the island that you can do, where it feels like you're at an aquarium almost, because it's a conservatory and there's so many animals there. They talked about the tourism that you can do with a World War II snorkeling tour and the invasion beaches that you can visit and all that stuff. And then obviously we just see in that video the amount of beautiful things on the island, the culture between the Carolinias and the Chamorros. The culture that they have there on the islands as well is just beautiful, and I think it's really a very, very desirable place to go that I don't think gets discussed enough as a legitimate tourist place to go. I mean, obviously it's clearly very popular to visit for tourism, but I think it honestly could be more popular because of how great of a place it does look to be. And from my research, I will say, has made me more interested in going there and visiting because of the to visit because of for the tourism, because of how beautiful of a place it really is, and definitely has been very interesting for me to research. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for my presentation. I hope y'all did enjoy, able to give you a little bit of the history of the Northern Mariana Islands, a little bit of information about the islands themselves, and then talk specifically about the tourism on the island and the focus on that tourism as well as the culture that they have on these islands. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope y'all did enjoy. Bye.